start us off.
Can you sum up your emotions right now?
Oh, just pride, really. This tournament was always going to be massive. We had our ups and downs throughout. Everything was thrown out at us, and just to be able to come through and put together the complete performance on the biggest stage is something that is pretty amazing, and is a testament to the group to be able to really deliver that.
And Midge, we heard a bit about the Black Panther through the tournament. Can you just explain what that is and what the approach was for the team in terms of pressure?
Every big series or tournament, we sort of have a refocus about what's important to our group, and we knew that every single opposition was going to come really, really hard at us in every game, and it was about how we could absorb that pressure and throw it back in their face. And me being the nerdy person in the team, I really referred to the Black Panther in the movie, where his suit really absorbs the energy from his opponents, and when he's ready, he forces that back upon them. And we took that mentality into this tournament. And look, everyone came really hard at us early on, and we held our nerve, especially after that first six. And we got the job done when needed. And we were all Black Panthers out there.
Alyssa, can you explain what it was like walking off to a standing ovation from 80-odd thousand people after that innings?
I don't think anything's ever going to top that. I hope that there's girls in this side that are going to experience that for a long period of time. But for me, I never thought that we would get the opportunity to do something as cool as what we did today and play in front of almost 90,000 people at the MCG in a home World Cup final. It's a dream come true, and for me, I enjoyed every single minute. I don't think you saw me without a smile on my face that whole time, because we just went out there and we enjoyed the moment. We enjoyed what we were able to create. Cricket's done some really amazing things in this country for female athletes, and tonight was really just a celebration of that. And great to personally perform, but to see the team just pull out an unbelievable performance was incredibly special.
I know it's how you normally play, sort of trying to race out the blocks, but was there extra adrenaline out there as you were taking guard today?
No, I don't think so. I think oddly, the group was really calm today, and I think Meg pointed that out to us before, that I've never seen the group quite that calm, and I think it was the same in the semi-final. It was almost like we weren't sure we were getting on, and all of a sudden we were playing, and the group was just ready to play. And today we were just ready to play some cricket. And for me, I thought, India sort of dominated with the ball the last time we played against them, and for me it was my job to go out there and put them on the back foot early, and for it to come off was fantastic. But then to see each and every batter come in and play with some freedom and get us to a really decent total in a final was pretty cool.
Alyssa, at your next family dinner, you've got Uncle Lee in there and your husband. Who's got bragging rights now in the family?
100% me. 100%. Look, I've been a part of a lot of successful World Cup campaigns now, and but to do it here on home soil was always going to be incredibly difficult to do. So I guess Mitch and I are one all on that stage.
Alyssa, you spoke about this at the presentation, but you talking about before the tournament and a run of low scores, but was the most important thing to make sure that you kept thinking this is the way that I play, rather than trying to change what you did to get a higher score?
Yeah, 100%. And I was getting the same feedback from Meg and Moddy and Flegs as well, that that's my role in the side. Yeah, I'd like to give myself a couple of extra balls to get myself going, but the way that I approach my cricket is how can I get the team off to the best start possible. And look, the low scores came, and I've had an unbelievable ride over the last 2 years with not a lot of low scores. So for me, it was always bound to happen. I'm surprised it went as long as it did without. So for me, it was just making sure I was backing the processes that I had in place and the plans that I had. And I guess to be able to do it tonight in front of a lot of people in a big occasion, I think will give me a huge amount of confidence. But the way that this team's approached this tournament, in my mind, has been fantastic. There's been a lot of talk about batting wobbles, but to come out and play the way we did tonight, we were never in doubt, to be honest.
And just one for you, Meg. Can you think back to, I suppose, during the day in Sydney as the rain was coming down? It's only a few days ago. How you were feeling then to how you're feeling now?
Oh, no doubt there were a lot of nerves around in terms of the weather, and we turned up to the ground and there was a feeling perhaps that we wouldn't get on, and to get a game in the other night was amazing. We keep thinking about it and talking about it. It's just like it poured for the next 2 hours after we came off the field. Like, we just got a bit of luck, and we felt like we hadn't had much throughout the tournament, and sort of swung our way. We kept at it and stuck with what we know. And yeah, to come through today, probably the least stressful game of the whole tournament, was just amazing. Everybody was on, and as Midge said, like in the warm-up, you could just tell we were ready to go. And you know, this group always performs on the big stage, and we're ready for the big moments, and I thought we saw that tonight.
Meg, you've talked about that sense of calm. I'm just wondering, was that organic? Did that just happen, or was there a meeting you had where you said to everyone, let's just be calm, this will happen? And also, how did you spend today sort of waiting for 6? So I heard Megan shoot, so she just couldn't wait for 6 p.m. to get here.
Yeah, I didn't do a good job of waiting today. I'd pace up and down the room. I think I did it for 40 minutes before we left. Tried to catch up with a few different people. I think I had 5 coffees today, trying to stay awake for the night game. But yeah, it's all worth it now. It's amazing. And yeah, the group, the first couple of games, perhaps we didn't have that sense of calmness that we would have liked, but that's the way it goes, and that we were able to bounce back and to be able to change that throughout the tournament, I think is a real credit to the group. You can sometimes let it slide for a little bit too long and you can't turn it around, and we were able to do that. And our last 4 games were really good. You know, we were under the pump a lot, but we were able to back our skills, and different people stood up in different games, and that's the best thing about this team, is there's not 1 or 2 people we rely on. It's a group effort, and yeah, for some reason today, I'm not sure what it was, but everyone came in and they were just focused and ready to go.
Just a quick one for you, Alyssa. When you went out, when you took off your gloves and stuff, you had the dugout in hysterics. Was that a joke, or what did you say to them?
Probably can't share what was said to me on the way off the field, but look, I literally just said to the group that we're right under their skin here. The way they reacted when I got out, the way they gave me a gobful on the way out, on the way off, just meant we were right under their skin. We were right at the front of this game, and if we just kept driving it home, that we'd be right. Apparently, it was funny.
Meg, you've won a few titles in your career. Just to take you back a few years, 2014, your first World Cup that you won as captain in Bangladesh. I think there were about 4,000 people at the final. How does that day compare with this one?
Oh, they're both special in their own ways, but this day today is incredible, and something we could only have dreamed of happening. You know, when they said that they wanted to get 90,000 people to the MCG for a World Cup final, I must admit I was a little bit sceptical, but immediately I thought that I wanted to be there and I wanted to be involved, and there was such a big build-up, and yeah, just all the outside pressure and expectation was, you know, we wanted to come and win this tournament, no doubt about that, but it was something else, and I thought with the way we were able to react and deal with that is a testament to the group. And yeah, this day is certainly the best of my career so far. You know, just with this group of people, the support staff as well, Tay and Pez, who weren't out there with us on the field, but just as much a part of it. It's just such a special group, and we really just good mates, and we just love going out there and playing together. And I thought we saw that tonight.
Alyssa, how about you? How does this compare with 2018?
Oh, this is so much better. We always speak about, I think there was a lot more pressure on us going into the 2018 World Cup in the West Indies, where we were coming off the 50-over World Cup. We hadn't had a trophy. So we always felt like there was more pressure on us then, but we were put under the pump a lot in this tournament. We travelled around the country. We had games in quick succession, and not one moment did any of our group complain. We embraced the whole tournament for what it was, and we just went out there, enjoyed ourselves, and ultimately played the best cricket when it counted. And yeah, to sit here tonight with a medal around our neck at the MCGs, yeah, it's going to be very hard to beat.
Meg, you still touched on how tough it's been and the road to get here, and you've put up such a brave front on the way through. What has the personal toll been like, just as captain, and how have you coped, really? Take us behind the scenes, I suppose. Oh,
yeah, that New Zealand game and the semi-final was the most nervous and sick I felt playing a game of cricket ever. And yeah, I guess to get through that, and then coming into today, obviously everyone was a little bit on edge, but it was, you know, it just happened. It was perfect right from the first ball, really. So look, everyone rides every ball, every game. There's ups and downs throughout the tournament. So yeah, to be able to lead this group is a real privilege. You know, they make my job very easy, and yeah, it's just such a great group to be a part of, and everyone rode the bumps and the highs and lows, and yeah, to finish like this is just incredible.
Meg, a lot of the items on your wish list have been ticked off. For example, a final against India, winning the title. There's something else that's been on your wish list for a while. Do you think a full-fledged IPL-style league for women in India is that missing piece in the puzzle?
Yeah, I guess it'd be nice for that to happen. I'm not sure how far away that is, but look, India have had a great tournament. They've really brought a lot to the tournament, both on and off the field, and they'll certainly come back stronger from this. And yeah, I guess if there was an IPL to happen, that'd be great. I think it's sort of the next step for the women's game, and we'd all love to be involved. So yeah, as I said, India are amazing for the game. They're great role models for everyone around the world, and you know, it was. Yeah, to be able to beat them on the big stage, I guess, is a really nice feeling, because we know how dangerous they are.
To Alyssa, slightly extended Women's T20 Challenge is going to take place in a couple of months' time. Is that something the Australians are looking forward to participating in, because you missed out last year?
Yeah, definitely. I think just coming off what Meg was saying, that it's unbelievably exciting, the women's game at the moment, and the opportunities for players to play all around the world in different domestic leagues and gain experience in different conditions, I think is fantastic. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of Aussie players will be sticking their hand up for that, and hopefully be over there and be a part of it.
Meg, just talk us through I suppose the feeling in the dugout after that first over, when Alyssa's taken the game on, shown no nerves.
Yeah, we spoke just before we went out to bat about playing good cricket shots to settle the nerves down. You know, obviously, like after the anthems and the crowd roaring and stuff like that, yeah, emotions are pretty high. So we actually just spoke about calming the game down, and that was through playing good cricket. And that first over was the perfect example of that. You know, Midge just played nice shots. She didn't force anything. It was all natural. And yeah, after that first over, there was a big sort of sigh from the group. We're all ready, and we sort of just got into the game. So Beth and Midge just set the game up for us beautifully. They calmed the dugout down, and from then on, it was all pretty smooth, which is nice.